Please, we'll look into problem 3 and 4 today. So you can go on ahead and solve this problem. So is the question clear with everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Can you once more move to the previous page?
Yes, yes.
Please, thank you. Can you explain the question once?
Yeah. So can anyone tell me like how much did they understand first?
I think it asks us to create a bash script to remove if there are any duplicate files.
Yes, and which are present in the output
Out
files
file.
directory.
Yes, yes.
So basically, that we have a basic bash utility that creates a lot of files, and all of these files are stored in out files. So one file is duplicated many times among these files. So suppose we have three files, and one file, file one, is being duplicated many times and with different names also. So you want to eliminate the duplicates, keep only one copy of them. You That's it. So we do not know which file is duplicate, but only one file is duplicated that we know. So except for these duplicates, all others are extinct. Write a bash script that finds all the duplicate files directly under the directly file out files and remove the duplicate files. So basically, we just need to remove the duplicate files that are there. That only that we have to write the bash script for. So among the duplicate files, keep the file whose name appears first in lexicographically or sorted order. That is like if there is like D, DG, Blue E, and BB, then you just keep like basically like the b comes first, so you just keep the file b alphabetically order. B comes first, so you just keep b and remove every other file. Is this clear till now?
Yes.
All right. So, if required, use a bash script. There is a bash script given to you. It will be given to you in portal. Then this print dup.sh in your script, which is located in your current working directory. Run the command bash. This you have to run using bash command. So you have to run this command to print the duplicate files that are there in this out files directory. To print all the duplicate files in the directory out files. Is this clear till now?
No, this can you explain once again?
Yeah. So you have you in your current working directory, you are already given a script print duplicate.sh. So what you basically have to do, you just have to run the command using bash. So you are just running it bash print dupe.sh, and in which directory you are running? Directory you are running out files. All right. This what this command will do. Basically, they are telling you what you have to run this, and what command, what will do, what will this command do. So what will it do? It will print all the duplicate files that are there in the directory out files.
Okay.
Basically, you don't have to worry about how to find the duplicate files. You are already given the command for that. You just run this command. You will get all the duplicate files that are there in that directory.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm. But in Portal, how we will run this command? Like,
You that is given this bash, the script name and the directory name. You just do that. That is literally given to you.
so if we run like this, because normally whenever the test cases are not passing, we do not see any output in the portal. That is what I'm asking you.
Oh yeah, like this whatever this will be, it
Mm-hmm.
will always run this script.
Okay.
They like this will always run the script and will print. It will get, you will get the output in the standard output. So if you were to just do this in the portal, you will get for sure you will, it will fail, but you will get the output.
Okay.
All right, this will just print the duplicates that are there in output. Basically, this script will do all the checking part. What are all the files that are duplicates? Now you just need to get them and delete them, in lexicographical order.
Okay.
So the output of this command will contain file paths of duplicate files with respect to the current working directory. So suppose here we have given already given an example. If there are 3 4 files like this in your directory out files, so this will be the output of this command bash print duplicate out files. This will get all the files in this way. These are your relative paths basically.
Okay.
So basically, when you run this command, already you will have the like the directory name. All
Okay.
right. So basically, now you just now there are hints given to you how to do this command, and how do we read how do we read like file line by line from a command, and like there are 2 ways to do that. Alternatively, you can use xargs. So are you aware of this xargs?
Yes, I think it. Uh, I have used it. I just like you pipe something to it. I think it will show you the output, maybe, or
Yeah,
it input
basically,
input as your. Uh, yes, I just don't recall it now.
yeah, like basically what it does, it will wait. I'll show you. I'll demonstrate you. Wait, I'll present my terminal. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, suppose you want to get something. Can you like if you want to get output of something, you have ls, right? Now you want to echo. Basically, what we can do. Um, Suppose you want to grab the output for this. So you want to grab all the txt files. So these are all the txt files that are present. All right. Now you want to suppose you want to echo all these files, like concatenate them onto your terminal. Now, how would you do that? So you basically can you understand like what is the problem here? Can you explain like how will you try to do that? You basically there are this is your output for your from this command ls grep txt. Now
Yes.
you need to concatenate the what the contents of this file to the standard output.
So you have to do is mm, that is when I think we use this extras, because it what it does is it takes the output of from the previous commands to the current one,
Yes,
as a
exactly.
input. We give it as an input.
Yes, exactly. It does that. You just X target, then basically what it does, it will take the output of this piped command and place it as its input. So
Yeah,
now everything will be printed.
yeah, as an argument. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, like you can use this for like that purpose only.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So I'll just stop sharing and present now. It's visible, right?
Yes.
So basically, what you need to do is get the output of this is this command and pipe it to xarg in such a way that you are removing only the files that are like in the lexicographical order and not the original file. You have to keep one file, no, one original file, and remove all the duplicates. So,
Yes.
like, there are three checks that you have to make. First, you have to get only the files that are first this out. This is all the this contains all the duplicate files, right? First, you need to sort them in such a way that it will get only the like the first one. The first one will have the like bb in it. We want this as our desired result, and then you are not, and then you pipe it to another command so that it does not delete this one, this bb one, and then delete everything else. Am I making sense right now?
Yes.
Is my question clear what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So
You are.
like,
Yeah, you
yeah,
are saying we have to sort these and then we keep the first one and then remove the remaining ones, right?
yeah, exactly. So, currently, like we do not have this script running, so you can just type this out in your just normally in terminal, and I'll let you know if it's correct or not. It's basically like it's very easy, just a three pipe questions. So you can like if you want, you can refer to it again. So can anyone tell me how will we start approaching after this command? Can anyone tell me how we'll start sorting this?
Sir, shall I get this text, sir? Question text in chat. I want to read it again.
Okay. Attention. No, Rajan, we want actually we you don't have to delete the first line. Rest is all right. What you are doing with your set command, it is to delete the first line that there is, and it will do nothing else. And it will do nothing else. So just you need to just in the sed command, just not print the first line and print everything else. So give you of with a little hint. Basically, it's solved by Rajan, but I'll let you on. Is my screen visible?
So what
So
printed,
yeah,
like when we run our script, what should be should it not show anything? Like what should it show?
nah. Basically, it should not show any. You just need to remove the files that there are.
But
Like
how
currently,
know that those are removed? Because I gave like this all these this output files dot this I gave as a txt files.
yeah,
But how will I know like what is happening if we do not print anything?
like it will be removed from that directory, right? If
Okay,
it is not,
okay, you're saying that I should create a directory for them.
yeah, yeah. See, I have created this directory out files, and
Okay,
it has these dummy files. All right. Since I do not have that file, so we will just consider. this all these files has the copy like duplicate files. So I'll basically ls out files, what it will do, it will just list this directory,
Okay.
and we will just consider these as that script output of that script.
But how do you know these are duplicate means?
Like that is the point of our question, right? That script that we run using that bash command, bash print duplicates.sh, it gives you the directory, that relative path of that file.
Okay.
Wait,
I want to know, like, right now for tasting purpose, I want to check. So how would I know what
you
the
like you just know, you just create for this
copy? Like,
no, you don't even have to copy. You just need to just create random files and
mhm.
just like just suppose them these are all empty. So just you need to just ls out files, and when you do that, all of this will be come up to you, right? So
Yes.
then then you need to do. Suppose this is the output of that command.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then just sort it.
Okay. I got it.
So So this is for the sorting part. You get the first lexicographical one that you need to save, and other than that, you just need to delete everything. So how will we do that? How will we keep the first one and delete everything?
We what we'll do, we can save the first one in some variable maybe, and then we remove the other upcoming, and we keep only the first one. Like in a loop, maybe we can do it.
Maybe in loop, all right. Anyone else, like how can like we approach this? Like what could be like the shortest way to? We have all learned sed, right?
Using,
So
yeah,
so how will we do that? Suppose we were to do this with sed, how will we do that? It is almost like what Rajan posted his solution in chat, but it's she did a little bit thing. I don't know if she or he, but
like said, to remaining everything we require to delete.
you know, we just need to skip the first one and then print everything else. How we skip the first line and then print everything else inside. Suppose if we want to print this, right, without sorting it, we will just suppose we want to sed and we want to print everything. So how will we print everything? Suppose if we want to print the first line that there is, we do this, right? And we need to I just need to, and this is our first line. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I am audible, right?
Yes, yes, you're
Yeah,
audible.
audible. So this is clear, right? We are what we are doing here. We are just printing the first line. For I'm just telling you how to print the first line, and then here we are just printing the first line and minus n to like remove that or the default action of printing everything. So this is clear, right?
Yes.
So now we just need to not print the first line and print everything else. How will we do that? That negate that thing. We just put exclamation mark. Now this will skip the first line. It will negate the printing of that first line and then print everything else.
Yes.
And for here we need to sort as well, right? So we will just sort. This is our basic. Now we just need to get it to delete everything. So we'll just do xargs and rm. No such file or directory. Okay, okay. I need to give it as these are in out files, right? So so basically, it is not why it is not working. It's I will go into apps. Okay, three out files. ns. So what we can grab except the first one we printed everything. All right, it is clear till now, right?
Yes.
And then we are remove sides and remove everything. Now we check, we only have one file, that is that we have scaled. All right, you basically in this question you didn't have to worry about finding the duplicate files. The
Exactly. You just have
yeah,
to do this part. You have to just sort and just delete, except the
yeah,
first one.
first file, yes,
Hmm.
that's it. Okay, is it clear with everyone now?
Sir, by using said minus I
Oh yeah,
two
said minus I will.
uh, $2 we can do nothing.
What does minus I do?
Iterate to
Say it will edit files, right? You are talking about the command option like sed minus I.
right, sir.
It will just whatever transformation that you are doing in that particular file, it will save that basically. That is for minus I. See, uh, yeah, what it is. Yeah, here it is. So basically, edit files in place. Whatever you are doing with SAD, it will even edit that file in, edit that file that you are working on. So this is not like the thing that we want to do.
Okay, sir. Right.
So any other questions on this? Can we move on to the next one?
Yes, I guess.
Sir, said minus n is for negation, right?
No, no, minus n to not print all the like it has this default behavior to print everything and then the matching pattern. So we are just suppressing that.
Okay, right.
So basically here what they did is to print the like get the bash output here of this out files directory, and they sort it, and then they put the like the sorted list in this new file files.duplicate, and then they have set a flag. If the flag is 0, then make the flag as 1 and then continue it basically. So basically the first file will be skipped, and if flag is like not 0 for starting from second file, the flag will not be 0. So it will just directly, this will, if statement won't be triggered, and this it will directly remove that file that we are talking about correctly, and we are doing it at files.dupe file. Is this while loop clear with everyone?
Explain once again, please.
Basically, this part clear? Is this part clear? What we are doing here?
This is clear. It will just get the bash of this file and it will just sort it, and sorted it will save in the files dot duplicate.
Yes. and then we are running this while loop in this we are having this syntax, we are running this file loop line by line in this file files.duplicate. I-
Yes.
okay, is this clear? So basically what will this do, while loop will go through this file, will I'll do it in my
Line by
system.
line it will go. Yes.
Yeah, basically it will do go line by line, and the first thing is flag equals to 0.
Mhm.
So in the first iteration, the flag will be 0 either way. So it will
Yes.
just make the flag 1,
Mhm.
and it will just continue on to the loop.
Mhm.
And then it will not remove, it won't remove that line. So if it is uh, when the next iteration will go, it will check if the flag is not is equals to 0. And since it is not, it is 1. We have set it here. It will remove that file.
Okay.
So it basically this while loop will skip the first one and then delete everything else.
Okay.
This is in our alternate solution here. This is what we did. All right. We'll move on to problem 4. This is yet again a bash script problem. So please read through it. Hello, Leela Krishna. Could you join with your student mail ID, please?
Sir, we are unable to listen you.
Oh, okay, okay. Just a minute. Basically, is this question clear till here?
Yeah, sir, there is a log file and it is getting appended.
Yeah.
And if the size is greater than 200 bytes, then uh, rename the file to network.log1.
Basically, we just need to if it already exists. So if rename to file network log to one. If it already exists, then just rename it to log two. Then if that already exists, just rename it to log three. So it will just go on until you will get to the last one where it is not there in your current working directory. So create a new empty file that to be used for a new incoming logs, and the print the rotated in standard input that you have rotated this file. So uh, just read through the rest of it, then I'll explain.
Can you just go a little up also? Like it's showing white space. There is some description.
Yeah, yeah, wait, because we are going through two different pages this time.
Okay.
I'll just reduce it. Is it currently visible?
No, it cannot
No.
extract anything. And
Okay,
I think
okay.
if you record it, nothing we will be.
All right, all right. Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's better now. Can you go up like this? You were showing earlier, but the later part was. Yes, the second condition was not visible.
Yeah,
So
this
okay,
one.
okay, okay. So if the size is less than okay.
So is the question clear with everyone?
Sir, it will rotate like log 1, log 2, log 3, and again log 1, log 2, log 3, right?
It would be like if if there is already there is a file already created in your directory that is network log 0. All right, then you have to like basically what rotation here means, when you if this is already exists, and if its size is greater than 200 bytes, then you have to create a new file, network log.1. You just need to rename the file to network log.1, and if it already exists, then just rename the file to network log.2, and if that already exists, then you just keeps on iterating. We just need to get to the last one. Suppose there's already a network log 59. You just need to rotate it to network log.60, but you have to check every file if they exist or not. Is this part clear? What this rotation means? Is this clear?
Yeah, sir. And in uh, next line, it is a network log 0 to be used
Yeah,
for new incoming.
create a new empty. Just create a new file. When you are done rotating, just you have to create a new empty file, network log.0. For like you are, suppose you are getting logs from like some input, some script that you are getting, keeping logs of, that is your default file that you are keeping logs on, this network log.0. All right, so what if but the thing is that you should not keep it, the size should not be larger than that 200 bytes mark. So if it once it goes like what your script should do, if it is larger than 200 bytes, then just rename it to the next file. So at network dot log dot one, and if that already exists in your directory, then just rename it to dot two. If that already exists, then rename it to dot three. So it will basically every dot one to n, it will contain all the logs there is in smaller chunks of files. Is it clear? And then when you are done with that, when you are done renaming that file to that n number of log, then you just have to create a fresh log file to store incoming calls, so that it will start from 0 and then it will go again to 200 bytes, and then our script will hit again, and then it will rename it, and then again it will create a new file, network.log.0.
Sir, I have a small doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, so here we are renaming the files now, sir. So how will
Yeah.
log 1 and 2 exist if we are renaming the same file?
Like it might be there. So your like the situation of the your script is in your test script, there might be in your directory, there might be files where you have already executed that script, and you already have a bunch of files in your current directory. You have already say 1 2 3. It might not be dependent to your, what you need to write here is to keep that in mind, that there might be existing already the scripts with 2 to n, and you just need to create a new n plus 1 file, and just copy it and then create a new fresh file, log 0, to store new incoming logs.
Sir, can you repeat the last part again?
Yeah, so network.log.0, what it basically, only that file is getting your logs from whatever thing you are calling. All the logs will be kept in only this file. See, if you don't want it to get very big, so you have your mark as 200 bytes. All right. So if
Right.
once it hits that 200, if it is bigger than 200 200 byte mark, then automatically our script will run and check for already existing files that we have already renamed. If we have already done that renaming part earlier, when it earlier hit 200 byte mark, then we have to just increment our counter and store every log in separate, many separate files. And once you are done renaming that file, then you have to create, since you have renamed that log.0 file to a new file name. Now there is no file, the log.0, then it will throw an error when you are trying to write a new log. So you have to create a fresh file that is empty, network.log.0, to store those calls again.
So first we start with this network.log.0, check
Yeah,
if its size is within the
greater
limit.
than 200
If
byte.
it is yeah, if it's greater than 200, we rename the log.0 to the we increment it once.
Yeah, we check it if if the next file is there. If it is
Right. So we check if
there,
log.0.1 is there.
there.
So
If
if
it
it's
is
already
there,
there, what we do, sir?
we just increment the counter again. We check if network.log.2 is there, and if it is there, then we increment the counter again. We check if .3 is there, .4 is there, until we reach a file that is not there, and we create that file.
So the highest number, like four, the
The
four is the
highest
highest.
number.
We create a number file
Yeah.
called network.log.5.
Four. For suppose four files are already there, you just create network.log.4, and you are renaming that file. All right, you are renaming that file, so that network.log.0 will be lost. So you have to create a fresh file, empty file, to store new incoming logs, so that your earlier script continue on working.
We're renaming the
Uh,
network.log.0 file, no, sir?
yeah, we are renaming the network.log.0, and once we are
Yeah.
done renaming, we have to create a new file. New
We have
file,
to
new
create new
empty file.
network.log.0 file.
Yeah, empty file, new empty file. Just touch
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
network.log.0. Yeah, just new empty file.
Yes, sir. Now I
And
get it.
once the whole script is done executing, you just print rotated.
Yes, sir. So can I try summarizing it?
Yeah, please do.
Right. So first, there is one empty file called network.log.0.
No,
Depending on
it is not empty. First of all, it just exists.
right. So there is one file called network.log.0. It exists with some certain storage.
Yeah,
We check if it's above 200 bytes.
yeah,
If it is above, we check other files and check if they are counter, like the highest number on the right, and
yeah,
rename this first network.log.0 file to the highest number,
yeah.
and then we create a new network.log. File.
Network.log.0. Yes,
Yeah, log.0, and then we print rotated.
rotated. Yes. And now the
Yes, sir.
second is if block. If you once you check if it is greater than 200, then you will do this whole thing. But if it is less than 200 bytes, then you just print the size of the log file and this file to the standard output. That's it.
Yes, sir.
If this if the size of the network.0 file is 124 bytes, then the output should just be the number, not rotated. Your output should just contain the number 124.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You just read the note that log file should always be rotated with our bash script. So you can use this du minus b, which will give the size of that file in bytes, and the output will contain tab separated values. The first value will be the size of the bytes. The second value will be the file name. All right.
Yes, sir.
So this is basically the output of this network.log, du minus b network log. That it just print this, and basically it's a tab separated, but it's not currently visible in this, but it's tab separated, and the name of that file.
We take the first number and check if it's
Just
less
check if
than.
it is. Basically, a big checking will be for if it is greater than 200 or not. If it is greater than 200, then you have to do all of that. If it is not, then you have to just print the size of it. That's it.
Print the number
Yeah, print the size of that, byte
as
size of
is.
that file. Yeah, just that, and nothing else. And if it isn't, then you go into that if block and check if there are already files in there, 1 2 3 4, and till you hit that file that is does not exist, then you create that file. Is this clear with everyone now?
Somewhat, sir.
Okay, like is there any like place that you are having problem?
So the question is clear, but
How do we approach this question is
yes,
not
sir.
clear.
So like I can think of like the first step we do use this du to check the size of the file.
Yeah,
It'll give a size and the file name. After that,
yeah,
we field separate it.
yeah.
It's already separated. We take the first field.
Yes.
We that part I don't know how to do, sir. How do we compare the field one with the number?
Field one, what field one?
Sorry, the size.
This the size.
Yes, sir.
Ah, that is just the size, right? You just need to compare it if it is greater than or equal to 200, greater than or lesser than 200. That's it. See, I'll show you it. So the question is clear with everyone, all right?
Yes, sir.
So we are what we are doing first. We will check the du minus b. Why I want to du minus b every file. So these are tab separated, all right? This is that their file size in bytes, all right? And now we need to like if we want to get the first field, there is basically it shows here in this like the file itself, it shows that the it like it lets you know that the default delimiter of the tab is like cut command is tab only. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, sir. Like arc
Yeah,
command with field separator minus the slash t.
yeah, you can use that as well, yes. So here the we'll use just the cut command because its default delimiter is tab only. Use delimiter instead of tab. The default is tab. So what we can do is just du minus b. Our like basically our that file that we are talking about here, our network.file. All right. I currently don't have that, so I will just use my whatever there is in my directory. All right. We just need to cut it and get the first field. So we don't need to set the delimiter because it's already tab. So we just need to get the first field. So we got that first field. All right. This is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
So now I'll go into that script as such. So we what we do we check. First we do that if statement. What if then then we have this else statement. What do we write in this if statement? That if that file is
$1 is
$1
no
is
no
great.
no no, we are not taking arguments in this file. We what we are doing is we check it. We everything will be done in this file only. We are not taking any arguments or at all. So what we are doing, so we are just checking the size for it. So how will we check it for it? We are just using the du command, and our file was network.log.0. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
And then we are just using cut command to get the first field, like what we did just now.
Like we did in the terminal.
Yes, exactly that. Just the first field.
First
That
field.
is our that size, and we can just store it in a variable. Is this clear?
Yes.
So
Sir,
this,
one small doubt.
yeah,
There is this single quote, no, sir. Like we
where
use it for variables on the left side of the keyboard under the escape key.
you can use that as well. It
So,
is fine either way.
so what is the difference, sir? Like for what cases do we use that in this? It's the same
No,
thing, sir.
it's same thing. It's entirely the same thing. We can use it interchangeably.
So I mean, this is used for doing what? For
We
executing
like,
commands.
yeah, we are executing this command and storing its output in this variable.
Okay, okay. So we that's why we use that. Uh,
Yes,
what's
not
that symbol?
this tilde. This is backtick.
Yes, sir.
Already, this is clear.
Yes, sir.
So now what we do in our if statement?
Dollar size
If dollar
greater
size,
than 200
if it is
for
greater
GT.
than 200. All right, we will do some stuff here. Else, if it is not greater than 200, what will we do? We'll just
Echo
print the
dollar sign.
size. We'll just print the size of it. So we already get it half right. All right. Now what we have to do? We have to check all the network.log files that are there. Now we need to check, right? So we are currently now our size is greater than 200. We have entered this if statement. Now our script what it will do, it will check in our current working directory all the files that are there with this
LS star.
network.log. Yes, yes. So what it will do? We will just ls
LS network dot log
network.log
star.
star. Yes, we'll just check everything.
So won't we use dot? Yeah.
Yeah, we can use dot. We can use like for every number. So we are just checking that. All right. And now we need to get the last number, right?
Yes, sir.
So how can we get it?
We can cut it and set the delimiter to dot
Yes.
and get the third field.
Yes, exactly. We got that. Now what will we do after getting the third field? How will we get the last one?
So doesn't the dot need to be in quotes?
No, it does not necessarily have to be in quotes. Let's put it.
No. We need to find the highest number.
So it will be in ascending
Last
order
line.
or descending
Last line.
order. Ascending order. So how will we get the last field?
Tail minus one.
Yes, tail minus one. We got that last one, right? So now we
Yes,
will
sir.
just store this
Store it in a
in,
value.
yes. What is it? Num. All right, this is our highest num that is already present in our current working directory. All right. Now we need
Yes,
to
sir.
increment this. What will we do? We will just create another file name. What it would be? File name equals to network.log dot dollar num. We need to evaluate it. So we'll just type this plus one. All right.
Sir, another small question.
Yeah.
These double braces, no, sir, double
Yeah.
brackets. In some places, they are using this square brackets, some single and some double.
See, these are for testing. These square brackets are for testing the in the if condition. Whatever you are doing a test, whatever you are like this is you are doing a test, right? You are checking the size is greater than greater than or not, then greater than 200 or not.
Yes, sir.
That is for the testing part. We use like single or double, like you can use it basically interchangeably, but there are limited version, like a single brace is like little bit limited. So you can that like brace, you if you want to do you can even do like those symbols for that. If you want to do greater than equal to, that will work here. So in that single dot it won't work.
So
So like this
like
is
we
like
preferably use double dot
double.
everywhere.
Yeah, double.
Double is better.
And yeah, double is better. So if you are like doing this for this is for arithmetic operations.
The
This syntax,
double
yeah,
brackets,
double parentheses is for arithmetic
double
operations.
parentheses, and
Yes.
single one is
Single ones is for what we did here, getting the output of a command.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
This is for arithmetic operations.
So any type of arithmetic operation, it's better to use double.
Yeah, like it won't even work without double, or you have to use eval command to do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is clear, right? What I've done, I got that number, the highest number, and I just incremented to one.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now we got the file name. So we will just what we will do. We'll just
Touch file name.
we have to rename it, right?
Yes, sir.
Rename the dot file. We have to rename. We will rename it in network.log.0. We have to rename this file to dollar file name. All right.
Yes, sir.
Now what else we have to do after renaming?
Touch network.log.0.
Yes. So we have created a new log file for taking the incoming new logs. And not what else do we have to do for our script? Just echo rotated. All right.
Yes, sir.
This is it. This is the entirety of it.
So most of the time, I can figure out the logic, sir, but the syntax problem is there for me, sir.
Yeah. That will only go away when you like practice a lot. If you were to just if you were to just see sir coding in lectures or that, then you won't be able to like get it. If you were to type everything out, juggle through all the errors, then you will be able to do it.
And the instance where we have to use uh, the double brackets and sometimes for variables also, if uh, the what is that key on number 6 in the keyboard, sir? The top shift 6.
That is what it is called, Ca- uh, caret symbol.
Uppercase.
Yeah,
Yeah, like inside the bracket, if we use it once, it means a different thing. Outside the bracket, if we use it,
yeah. In regular expression, yes. When you do it outside the bracket, it means it starts with something. And if we are doing it inside it, then we are negating it. If suppose we are negating that it should not start with a a character, and everything else it can start with, but not should not start with a character.
This is confusing, sir.
Yeah. Just like two or the three things, because like every character in like bash scripting means something. It is not there for anything, not arbitrary purposes. Everything is there for a purpose. Every single character is there for a purpose. So you most of the time you have to learn the syntax, but after you learn the syntax you just need to get understand the problem, and then you will be able to get it basically.
Yes, sir.
Syntax is not like you. I understand at the start, because there are many things that we are studying. We are at the same time studying bash, we are at the same time studying sad and op, and every in all the three things we have different syntax. So
Yes, sir.
syntactical problems are there, but like if you just you have to keep the attitude that that this is the problem and it can be done in whatever we that is asked to me do. And now the question is how will I do it? Then you just define the logic step by step.
Yes, sir.
So is this clear? So is the I'll stop sharing.
Sir, just a small doubt, sir.
Yeah.
So in the line number 7, sir. So when we are using arithmetic expressions in the double braces, we don't have to call the variable with the dollar name, right?
Yeah, it is not necessary, but for the best practice I did it. All right, then I'll stop sharing the screen.
Sir, is that all for today?
Yeah, if you have any other doubts, you can ask. Because like tomorrow there won't be any sessions for that, and on Sunday you have OPP. So if you have any doubts, you can like ask now.
So there'll be two bash questions, two set questions, and two awk questions.
Two more questions, yes.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, I actually joined in a little late due to some confusion of the links.
yeah,
Could you
yeah.
please go through the document once again? I mean, you don't have to explain it, but if you could just let me have a look at the problems that you went through.
Yeah. I'll
Thank you.
share, and I'm even recording this, so you will get the recording tomorrow by tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, and go through it. Basically, we are done with this OPP set. So like there were like four, two, and two questions in entirety. So basically, eight questions there were.
Sir, did you discuss any other problem before problem 3?
No, like before, everything was discussed in previous lectures.
All right, okay. Yeah, then I joined in at the right time. I just had the confusion if you had discussed any.
No. Like all the other problems were discussed in previous sessions.
So, is there a recording available
Yeah,
for?
Sir.
yeah.
All right, sir. Thank you.
I'll just share it again. It's on Discord, but I'll share it again.
Okay, sir.
So the difficulty level will be as the same as these problems, sir.
Like these, the difficulty level is will be comparative. Just don't get overwhelmed with the size of the like the problem. See, you have read so much, but the line the code that you have wrote was if in the first this question, third question, that was a single liner. So don't get overwhelmed with the size of the question. Just read through it, and you will mostly get it. If you have just worked through these problems, you will mostly get it.
Sir, so and can we get a normal command line terminal, sir, like for man, the commands are to check
Man,
quickly.
Okay, like I guess that won't be provided to you, but like you can go to man page in itself there.
Where, sir?
If, in your terminal, so when you are running it there, you can use man page there. But I guess you won't be able to, because there will be your command will be in sad script or awk script,
So
and
that's what I
you
was
might not
wondering.
be. Yeah, yeah. So there will be cheat sheets provided to you for sad and awk. Even that is provided even now in your portal itself.
So, but most of them they aren't that helpful.
Like, but like that, whatever there is in that cheat sheet, that part, with that only you can complete everything.
Yes, sir.
That
So there
that
is two cheat sheets, one for set and awk and one for bash. So how
bash,
will,
both will be provided
I mean, separately or together, sir?
separately in the in like in your code of conduct maybe, but it will be provided. Please go through every link that there is and check. There won't be any section named cheat sheet. So you have to go, please go through. I actually don't remember where it will be. So you just click on that. Every problem there is. So it might be in code of conduct or something.
Yes, sir.
Aslim, open it with your like official email ID,
Yes,
student
sir.
ID.
I'm trying to access it with my IIT Madras email ID itself, but it still says sorry, access to this forum is by invite only.
Um, that is strange. So okay, I'll just paste these here then. So you are not able to access discourse at all.
Yes, sir. It says it is via invite only.
Are you able to access discourse of other subjects?
Sir, currently I'm just enrolled in this subject, but so I am not sure if I will be able to check for the other subjects.
Okay, okay, okay. So you are direct entry to diploma?
Sorry?
Are you in direct entry to diploma?
No, sir. I've been started with the foundation itself.
Okay, okay. You can mail the support team for that access.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'll just check with them.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
Sir, in today's NPP second
yeah,
problem,
yeah.
I had a small problem, sir. So can we discuss
Can
that
you,
one?
yeah, yeah. Can share a screen.
I'm
Just
using it for
stop.
my phone.
Okay, okay. Wait,
The
I'll just
microphone
share.
in my laptop is not working. That's why.
Yeah, yeah, I'll just share it. Just a minute. Let me open it. I'll just stop the recording.